What's up guys, Cruz here with Buttoned Up, and today I want to talk to you guys about why it's so important to make sure that you are recording audio on 3 different devices and not just one as a wedding filmmaker. So a colleague of mine in the industry told me that 2 is 1 and 1 is none, and I took that one step further in the wedding industry, and I believe that 3 is just enough, 2 is you're kind of pushing it, and 1 is the dumbest mistake that you could possibly make in our industry. You see, on a wedding day, specifically during the ceremony as well as the reception, I have audio running on 3 different devices. The first one you see is right here on my shirt. It's called a Lav Mic. This mic runs through a wire that goes down into a recorder. This little guy, believe it or not, is the audio that you are hearing on this video. If I turn it off, this is what my audio sounds like straight out of camera, not something that you really want in a wedding film. This is the audio that you want. However, if this audio gets corrupted, you want to make sure that you have a backup, which is where the phrase 2 is 1, 1 is none comes into play. The second piece of audio that I have is recorded on this cable, which I threw away because I'm doing multiple takes. Let me grab it. This plugs into a separate recorder. This plugs into the DJ's mixer. That records the audio that's coming straight out of the speaker. That way we have a second form of audio that we're recording. What's the third one? Your cell phone. Your cell phone is one of the tools in your arsenal that you wouldn't really expect to be a great thing that would capture audio, but it does a phenomenal job. All I do is I go into the voice recording app, I hit record, and I set this bad boy on top of the speaker as close as I can to where the sound comes out, and it does a great job of auto-regulating the change in volume whenever you're speaking. So if somebody's at a reception, somebody's at a ceremony, and they're doing, the vows, or they're giving their reception speeches, this thing will pick up on the audio that's coming straight out of the speaker, and it'll count that as a dominant voice, and it'll help regulate that. So it actually does a phenomenal job as your third source of audio. I'd never use it as a primary source, but say if my recorder plugged into the mixer fails and this audio recorder gets corrupted somehow, I know that I at least have something that sounds pretty good and could be used in a wedding film.
Brought together in holy matrimony. A South Omaha match made in heaven. Brought together in holy matrimony. A South Omaha match made in heaven. Made in heaven.
And so that's what I mean by, 3 is just enough and 1 is none. Is if you're going into a wedding day and you're recording audio on one device, I genuinely think you're making a giant mistake. And wedding couples, if you guys are wedding planning and you're talking to videographers, this is a really, really important thing to ask them is, well, how do you handle the audio on our wedding day? How do you record it? Do you record it on multiple devices? This is a really important thing to keep in mind, and I think that this will help you guys during your wedding planning and selecting the best videographer for your guys' big day. If you guys got a lot of value out of this video, feel free to reach out to us at We Are Buttoned Up on Instagram, on Facebook. We're happy to help you guys. We're happy to help other vendors in the industry. And wedding couples, I hope that you guys love this video. Say bye, Maggie.